Boom. Look at all these jerseys. Look at these jerseys, baby. You gotta know. This is a true legend that's about to be interviewed, baby. Look at all these jerseys, baby. Yes. I'm loving it. Do it, girls. Do it, girl. Hey, women on top, baby. Women on top. Top of what, I wonder? Quiet Storm. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I'm going to come back. Women on top. Do it, girl. Sweet Heat. Savage Kickers. Savage. And what is this one? No, not beat cancer. What is this?
That's Why Not. It's for Miss Bay.
Oh, Miss Bay. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, 1 second. Hey everybody, this is Coach Steele with Keep It Steele. And today she's one of my all-time favorite people. But you know what? She's one of Atlanta's all-time favorite people. And I'm jealous because I want her all to myself, but she's so lovable, I have to share her. So right now, I am not going to introduce her. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. She's going to tell you her name, her kickball name. She's going to tell you when she started playing and what league she started playing in and for what team. Okay? When she started playing, what league and what team. All right. 1, 2, 3. Bam!
Let's go. We has been keeping it still. We is lit. I am Tiger Jones. You already know what time
That's
it is.
right. That's right.
Let's see. I started with AAOK.
Oh, really?
We played at Southeast Complex.
Okay.
in
That's in Lithonia?
Yep. Panola Road, Covenant Highway.
Uh-huh.
And I played with Quiet Storm. My coach was Tyrone Glover.
Hey! And what year was that?
What child? I think it was 20. Ooh, y'all, I'm telling my age. Hey, what year was that?
It's going to be like a 2012, 2013, 2014, something
2013.
like that.
I want to say it was 2013.
2013?
Yeah, I'm
that
old
may
for
sound
real.
about right, though.
I'm old.
For AAO. For AAOK, I'm loving that. What position did you play when you started out?
Child. Y'all, I was good in garbage. You
Was this a
understand
new
me?
team and a new coach?
It was not a new team. They
Okay.
were well established. I actually I started off playing back catcher,
Okay.
and I also did shortstop.
Ooh.
And y'all, I was hot garbage. You understand me? Baby! But listen, I was suited up. Like I
Right.
could play.
Right.
Child, please. I shouldn't have been on nobody's team. You understand me? But I had a lot of fun. And I still keep in contact with people, but I was
I love it.
trash.
So when you were playing with Quiet Storm for AAOK, at that particular time, what team was the dominant team in that league? Do you remember?
I actually do not remember.
Okay. Well, because we have so many leagues in Atlanta, was there any dominant team that you remember back then that you liked?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. At that time when I first got into kickball, it was more social.
Yeah,
me.
more social.
So I didn't get competitive until I started getting beat bad, and I was like, "Oh, y'all not gonna just keep giving these L's to me." But I remember legendary coaches Dad, Coach
Womack. Uh-huh.
He was the biggest one that I remember because he was such a legend.
Okay.
I can't remember team names because it wasn't it was years before it became a big deal for me.
Okay.
So I can't remember teams, but that's the coach
That's the coach that you
out.
remember.
Yes.
And what made him stand out to you?
Oh, that's an easy question. Yes, I like this. For me, it was not only the love and admiration of his players, but the love and admiration of him. Like, he really was a dad. Like, you know, I got a flat tire, you know, can you come help me out? Or, you know, I'm having, you know, relationship issues, you know, just he was that. And I felt like he did a good job of
That's a great answer.
balancing.
That's a great answer, Daddy Womack. Way to go.
Good stuff.
Way to go. And so, what are some of the things that you like or love about the Atlanta kickball set? And name a few things you may dislike about the Atlanta kickball set, if there's anything that you dislike.
I'll do bad first. I do not like how cliquish it is.
Okay. You said cliquish?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a, you know, mean girl vibe.
Really?
I wish it was more inclusive.
Okay.
I wish it was more supportive and loving on each other more. I do not like that it is so many leagues.
Okay, you don't like that there are as many leagues that we have in Atlanta.
Yeah, because I feel like it's more divisive. Like, you have to pick and choose what league you want to support.
Yeah.
And I feel like it shouldn't be that. I feel like, and I know this is easy for me to say because I don't have a league.
Right.
But I feel like if it was less leagues, that each individual league would get more support.
Gotcha.
And then you would have to pick and choose, you know, which one you want to support this Sunday or this Saturday.
Yeah.
So those are my two things that I don't like as much.
Okay.
I love the competitiveness.
Okay.
I love that I feel like everybody gets to be themselves.
Oh.
I don't feel like anybody is like, I need to be that person.
Okay.
Or this person, or I need to kick like them or bunt like them.
Okay.
I love the fact that it gives people an outlet. I feel like mental health is so important.
Oh, yes.
And that people get a chance to, you know, come out, you know, kick shit.
And be young
again.
And
be young and have fun and be out on a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday. I love it. I think there are some things that could change, but overall, I think it gives something a very positive light and something for people to look forward to for the weekend. You don't necessarily have to go out and be at the club, you know. Come to the kickball field.
Okay, so this is a question that I just personally know about you that I want to share with everyone. That you played contact football, you played flag football, and I also know you, of course, you played kickball. So identify the things that are unique with kickball, knowing that you come from a diverse background.
For me, definitely is not as much contact.
Okay.
Of course, you know, something can happen, you know, you call for the ball and, you know, you collide with another player. But it's definitely not as much contact.
Okay.
Kickball for me is definitely much more family oriented.
Okay.
I'm much closer.
Good answer.
With people that I haven't played with like in years.
Right.
But like I can see them and like we hug.
Yeah.
Well, you know, COVID, you know, ain't really big on hugging. But you know, you said you like, oh, snap, you know. So kickball, I get that loving feeling. Kickball for me is much more fun.
Okay.
Contact and flag are much less fun in that sense because it's definitely much more competitive. It is more one-on-one. So like kickball is like if I miss a ball, I have somebody that can back me up.
Right.
Or if I, you know, miss, you know, getting on third, I have somebody coming behind me that can help me out. Football, not so much.
Okay.
You're very much singled out.
Okay.
You know, if you drop a pass, it's gonna show.
Okay.
You miss a block, it's gonna show.
Right.
You blow coverage, it's gonna show.
Right.
So it's not as much for your team to be able to save you as kickball is.
Okay, so those are good answers, and I don't know if you know this, but I feel that like you're so lovable and so likable, and I want to know what has made you so likable And what advice would you give to anyone who is new to kickball so that they can become lovable and likable and, perhaps a great player?
That's a good question. I think for me, without tooting my own horn and tooting my own horn at the same time, because I'm awesome, you know it, you see it. I know for me, I know how it is to not have people love on you.
Yeah.
To not have support. To not have somebody in the stands. And so I would never want anybody to feel that.
Okay.
So I do my best to love on people.
You do.
Whether
you
it's
give the best hugs.
Listen, because I ain't got no height. I got to give something now. But that's important. It's important to be able to love on people. Again, mental health is important. You don't ever know what somebody's going through, what someone has experienced, where they are in their life.
Yeah.
So I just try to give the love that I either want someone to give me,
okay,
or that I need.
Okay.
Very important.
Okay.
For people coming into that are new to kickball, be yourself.
Be yourself.
And stay yourself.
And stay yourself.
Don't come in one way and then you see other people and you're like, oh, I'm trying to conform to them. No, sis. Be you.
Be you.
Stay you.
Stay you. Okay. So if you fake, stay fake.
Listen. At least you'll be consistent. Because, I mean, everybody know me. If I don't particularly care for you,
right,
it's going to stay that way.
Okay.
It's not going to be, I don't like you and the next day I'm loving on you. It will not. It just won't.
It just won't.
But again, stay consistent.
Gotcha.
Because however you come in and you evolving is fine. Just let me change up the game to doing too much.
Well, what I like about you, Tiger, you appear to be like an open book. You're honest with the good and the bad. You're raw with your honesty. You just, here it is, here it go. So, and I like that about you. So I know that you've openly talked about depression and going to therapy. So my question to you is, what role, if any, has kickball played in helping you find your center?
Kickball is the cheapest therapy out there.
Oh,
because
yes.
what you gonna pay, like $40? Yeah, whatever. Your registration $59.
Yes.
They feeling
yes.
sexy. Man, listen. Therapy saved my life. I ain't gonna play with y'all. My mom passed October 29, 2017.
Okay.
And although I have never been suicidal, it was definitely the worst time of my life.
Yeah.
Therapy saved me. Kickball saved me.
Right.
Long-lasting, real friendships.
Yes.
That's what matters.
Yes.
I'm sitting here talking to one of the biggest pieces of that. STEELE.
Okay. Hey! Look at y'all, she gonna make me blush.
Listen, y'all, when I tell you, like, someone that saw me and loved my energy and was like, look, I need you to come be a part of what I got going on. I know you ain't never coached. You better know what the hell you doing. But I just come over here and do this. And I started off playing, and you was like, look, I just need you to bunt. I don't need you to do nothing else. Just bunt. Did that for a little while, and I was like, okay, I want to do something else. Okay, well, join the staff. And so I began to just whatever she needed me to do.
Right.
And so knowing that you are helpful, you're making a difference, you're a part of somebody else's vision. I could not have envisioned that for myself.
Okay.
Never would have thought that. People that love on you, check on you. How are you doing today?
Right.
What you got going on?
That's right.
And genuinely, they want to know.
Right.
Not to be messy, not to be petty, but they genuinely want to know.
Right.
Coming out to the fields, loving on people, supporting people, being that voice when they know they're doing good, you're gonna hear me.
Right.
If you messing up, you're gonna hear me. Just the smile, the energy, the vibes, like kickball is lit. It got some stuff that can work on, but kickball is lit.
Kickball is lit.
It's
I do
lit.
agree. I love kickball.
It's lit.
I love kickball.
Me too.
So, now this is a question I would like for you to elaborate on.
Okay.
Do you think that Atlanta kickball is a big sex pool for dating?
Yes. Yes. Let me elaborate. Okay. We chatting it up and what have you. I'm gonna keep it up.
Okay.
I say yes because I don't think many people in general have what it takes to find people
Okay.
outside of kickball.
Outside of kickball.
Because they don't know how to talk to people.
Hey.
You don't know how to date. You don't know how to find interest. So you get on a team or a co-ed team,
Right.
you know, depending on your preference. And you bond with people because you're at practice.
That's right.
Or you're at the games. Or,
And then after
you know,
the games and practice, you go out to eat, go to a sports bar.
we hang out, we drink.
You hang out. That's
It
right.
gets
Go to
even
people's
more
house.
lit.
Yeah.
child. And so you just stay in kickball because that's what you're around.
Yeah.
That's the people that you see all the time. You're at a practice or a game or a tournament.
Yeah.
Or a kickback. And you really kind of realize like you don't know how to talk to somebody not about kickball.
Right.
Not about anything kickball related. So I definitely think that it is. And it's not necessarily a bad thing if you...
That was my next question. Do you think it's a good or bad thing?
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
If you are a person where you know how to date
Yes.
without feelings, it's lit. Because you get to meet new people. May have sex, may not.
That's right.
May go out, may not.
That's right.
May do drinks, may not.
That-
You know? But you able to date without feelings and without strings attached, I think it could be good for you.
Okay.
If you are a jealous,
Yeah.
insecure,
possessive,
or not honest about your intentions,
Ooh.
it can be bad. For example,
Not honest, baby.
for
Say
example,
it.
if you kicking it with somebody and both of you all know, hey, it's not just you.
That's right.
I'm out here living my best life.
That's right.
You should as well. It's great. But if you out here, you know, telling people you love them and what have you,
Right.
and then they're seeing you with other people and they're like, "But you told me you love me," and then you telling her and him the same thing.
That's right.
People die for less.
That's right.
Like y'all
That's
gotta
right.
stop playing with people's feelings and their emotions.
That's
so
right.
it depends on what you want to do, but it could be good or bad. But it's definitely a sex pool. Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
For me, I'm just gonna add my little 2 cents. I know you didn't ask.
Come
but
on and add 'em. Come on.
I don't like. It's just a personal thing. I don't like when coaches are dating within their dugout.
Oh, that's the worst.
And so
That's the
I
worst.
just wish that the coaches would date anybody else. Just don't date within your dugout because it most time destroys a team, and then people are hurt, and then because you are hurt, fuck kickball. Kickball ain't about shit, but it wasn't kickball that did it.
It was that person.
It was that person.
Yep.
And so I don't like that part of it.
I think it also depends on the situation. Like for me, for my relationship, her and I were together prior to me coaching her.
Okay.
And we had already said, like, hey, look, when I'm on the field, I'm coach, you player.
Right.
Now, when the game is over and we go home, that's cool.
That's cool.
But I'm going to respect you as a player. You're going to respect me as a coach.
Exactly.
And I think if more people had that, where we know that we're not bringing what we got going on the field,
yeah,
it would be okay.
It would be okay.
But child, they out here doing whatever.
So how can we improve the Atlanta kickball culture? And do you think that there's a lot of fake people, fake kickballers in kickball? Just fake people? What do you think we could do to improve the Atlanta culture?
Yes,
Okay.
there are fake people, but I don't think it's just kickball. I think it's
just in life, in
it's
general. Okay.
the biggest thing that I think that we could do collectively for the culture is be more as a cohesive unit
Okay.
by supporting each other.
Supporting?
I'll see some league owners supporting other league owners at their stuff,
Okay.
but it's not widely reciprocated.
Gotcha.
I'll use you as an example.
Okay.
I mean, I look, I fuck with you, and ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass about it. I see you at everybody's stuff.
Right.
You don't give a damn who league, who tournament.
Right.
They already know. The hair and the boobs and the ass and the wagon dragging
And the folding chair.
Look, dragging on her body and in her hand, and the folding chair are going to be there.
Right.
You just support. I don't see that, and I think it would be better received if you knew that people were going to support you like you supported other people.
Yeah.
So support definitely. caring more about the players, and the schedules,
Right.
and respecting the tournament players, or the people that have to work, or the people that have extenuating circumstances.
Right.
Really looking at that when you make the schedule. I think that could help the culture. And just caring about
and just
each other.
caring. You know what? I'm going to piggyback off that if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I think that Atlanta kickball culture is good, but I also think it needs improvement. I would like for it to improve. For an example, I think that we don't speak to each other with enough grace, with enough love. I think that we're going to have to some kind of way get back to genuinely having love for one another.
Yep.
Instead of always wanting to dog somebody out. So that's one way I think we can or should improve. Another one is, as individuals, we are so selfish.
Oh, yeah.
And me. And so we never consider other situations. For an example, only because I have to, pay for the league, the fields and things like that. But, most leagues, from what I can remember as a coach playing in those leagues, having teams in those leagues, like they always tell you it's a non-refundable fee after you've paid your money. But if you've gotten papers to be transferred, you've gotten pregnant, you've gotten ill, that they never wanted to reimburse you your money. And I feel like that's not right. If you played a game, I don't think you should get your money back. But if you've not played a game, I don't understand why you're holding on to someone else's money. Give them back their money. So that's a way that I think the culture can get better. Okay? I also think that the culture can get better in reference to, like, if there was a way that as league owners we could come together and discuss, like, if we have 15 leagues, why 12 of them on Sunday?
Yeah, child, that's terrible.
Okay.
I can't support everybody.
Right, you just can't support everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we could work together to iron the kinks out in that part so that all of us can eat, then that way can also help improve the culture of Atlanta kickball. And I think my last thing I want to say is I'm very irritated when every single coach always whine and complain about the tournament girls. But the same coaches trying to recruit them, the same coaches want them, and then when the coaches don't get them, then they spend the entire rec ball season complaining that you have to play against them.
Yeah.
So I wish that the coaches could understand that coach your girls up and play your game, and you can actually win. There have been a number of teams that played against all tournament girls, or damn near all tournament girls, and these tournament girls lost. My team was one of them. Somebody beat our ass. So I just think that, as coaches, we need to believe in ourselves and our talent, and not project negative energy onto the tournament girls when you want them on your team.
I agree.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so then my next question is, do you think that there's a lot of hating going on, like player to player, like she may be good, but because I guess she's not liked, and the populace hate on her? Or maybe, I don't know, do you think a lot of, have you experienced, have you witnessed, have you heard hating going on?
Oh, it's absolutely hating going on. But I think it comes from a point of not knowing how to appreciate what you bring to the table.
Okay.
Not knowing that you're not the only table.
Yeah.
I can tell a woman, she's beautiful without calling myself ugly.
Right.
I can tell you, hey, you did your good goddamn butt down 3. You understand me?
Right.
You did that without being like, damn, I need to do better. You know, and like you don't. It's not either or. You don't have to pick and choose.
You don't have to pick and choose.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to insecurities.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I think that stems outside of kickball.
Okay.
And I think that we have people that bring their insecurities to kickball.
I do agree.
And it ruins it. Like, you don't have to hate on nobody. It can be 17 big kickers. It can be 25 best bunters. It could be 63 best outfielders. Like, it doesn't have to be just one or just two or just your friends.
Right.
Like, give credit where credit is due.
Give credit where it's due, baby.
Speaking of that, shout out to your Made of Steel award.
Hey,
that you did.
Made of Steel awards, baby. Thank you.
Listen, when I tell you, that was probably.
Well, first of all, tell everybody what Made of Steel awards, was.
Listen, please excuse me. Get me together, okay? Yours truly on the other side of this camera. You know it's awesome over here, but
Me.
it's awesome on the other side as well. Had an award ceremony where it gave recognition to two types of people: the people that are always recognized for what they do, and then the people that may not have necessarily gotten the recognition. And it wasn't just playing ability. It wasn't just, the best bunter, the best outfielder, but it was the, best locks.
Right.
Or most likely had their face beat.
Right.
Most likely to be drunk, high, both. Whatever. We're not here to judge. We're
Right.
But it was a good morale booster.
Yes.
And going back to the fake and the insecurities, I think it was a good culture movement for kickball.
Yes.
And I think we need more of that. More loving on each other.
And that was the purpose. That was the purpose.
You did that.
And for you all that don't know, I assembled a panel of 21 players, and I allowed the players to vote for their peers themselves instead of coaches.
Yeah.
And so
that made a difference.
Yeah. And whatever the players came up with is what they came up with. And then initially I was going to have like the top 3 or the top 5, but sometimes we were in positions where we couldn't narrow the talent down to 3, 4, or 5. So we were having 12 and 14 and 16 winners because everybody needed their pat on the back. And so my goal was to make sure that everyone got their pat on the back.
And I think it's so needed. Because again, you never know what a person is going through.
That's right.
You never know what a person is experiencing. And I think people just needed to know, like, somebody recognized me.
Right.
Not necessarily for my talents or, what I do on the field, but somebody recognized me.
Right.
That was important. So kudos to you, Coach Steele.
Hey, I loved it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My next question is, what is your opinion on couples playing on the same team? Do you believe that there's advantages or disadvantages, or just, what do you believe?
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. And y'all watching, thank y'all so much for watching. I do not recommend it.
Okay.
And I'm only speaking from a personal experience.
Okay.
When it's good, it's good.
I agree.
Child,
oh my God.
But when it's bad, that thing ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. Because we are emotional beings.
Yes, we are.
And I can say something and one day it's cool, and then I can say the next day and it's just all bad.
Right.
And then you giving me bad energy, you giving the team bad energy. It could be a clutch situation where you need to do something, and because you mad at me, now we gonna all lose. Now I want to fight. I don't support it. And maybe it's because I'm not mature enough to handle it.
Right.
Which is okay. I'm sometimes I act my height. It is what it is, and it's not good for anybody.
Right.
But I personally, I don't think it's a good idea. But
Okay.
for those that are able to manage it and balance it where outside does not hit the field, I think power couples are lit.
Yes.
And I think it's a good source of encouragement where
I
can come to the dugout and I can be loved on, and I can go out there and do better the next inning or whatever. Or maybe she needs it.
That's right.
So either or it could work. For me personally, it's a no for me. But I commend you all that do it well.
Yes. Now, I'm gonna pick a back off of that.
Come on, pick a back. Let's go.
I like when there are couples on the same team. I like to see power couples, and I like to see power people making moves together, understanding the bigger picture.
That part.
Okay, so if Jay-Z and Beyonce can figure it out,
listen, you said something then, because they got plenty of money. You understand me? Child, now I need to get my shit together. You have to say that.
Yes,
Okay.
if they can figure it out, then us little-bitty folks
I agree.
can figure it out
I
and
agree.
understand that the power that the couple brings, and you use that as your brand. You use that part of your brand. You use that part of your ability to say, this is why we need to play on this team, and this is what we're going to add to your team. And we are here to let you know that we may not see eye to eye, but we're going to win at the end of the game, and then we'll duke it out in the parking lot. So I'm a believer of having couples play together.
I agree. It goes back to that maturity level, though. Like you say, if we can agree to leave home at home,
Yeah.
and not bring it to the field, I think it would be much more successful. But it just, a lot of people, including myself, we mean good, and it don't be that.
That's right. That's right.
It don't.
So I've heard, like, when I say heard, I really mean through Facebook, just reading various posts and stuff like that. I've often read or heard that kickball is no longer fun. First of all, do you believe that? And what are some of the contributing factors that makes it not fun?
I definitely have heard the same.
Okay.
For me personally, kickball has always been fun. It's never not been fun, and I know my teacher's watching and gonna be like, "Child, that does not go together," but I said it. For me, what makes it not fun, the biggest things that I have seen are garbage refs.
Oh.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now, granted, you should never leave the game in the hands of a ref.
That's right.
So shame on y'all
Shame on y'all.
that do that.
Shame.
But for those that it ain't close games and it's just obvious bad calls where people are there watching and they're like, what in the entire hell? Like, what are you looking at? Where your strike zone? Calling somebody safe that was out as hell.
Right.
Child just out refs.
How bad was it? Her foot wasn't even on the bag, but she
Child.
caught the ball.
Or not even looking at the bag and then making a call. Sir, you were looking at me.
Right.
Or away from the bag. How did
right.
you make? Refs not knowing the rules.
Yeah.
Making up shit on the fly.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
So refs. Coaches.
Yeah. Definitely coaches.
Not know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. I've come across that a lot.
Child, some of y'all are garbage. And y'all only win is because you're players. It's not because of the coach. In some cases. Not all. Some of you all are very, 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 very good coaches. Some of y'all are trash. So coaches, refs, some of the players make it not fun.
They do. In what way?
Like, if you know you the shit, I don't feel like it's important for you to let everybody know that you're the shit. I feel like it should show.
Okay.
And I have issues with those of you that claim you're the shit and you say that you're shit. You say you're the shit, and then I come to a game and you're garbage.
Garbage.
You make it not fun because now it's
Oh.
like, what are you doing? Or, why are you wasting my time? Or why am I on the team with you and you feel like you don't need to come to practice and you should absolutely be at every practice?
That's right.
Are you trying to tell me how to bunt and you can't bunt?
Okay.
Or you're telling me how to power kick and you up here dancing like Michael Jackson instead of
Okay.
running through your kick. What are you doing? Y'all take the fun out of it.
Okay.
People in positions to try to coach and you can't coach.
Right.
Or you shouldn't be coaching. Like, stay in your lane. If you're a
Okay.
player, stay a player. If you're a coach, stay a coach.
Okay.
Like, the mixing doesn't work well for some of you. Again,
Okay.
some of it does. For some of you, it is drastically awful. And y'all take the fun out of it. Y'all
Okay.
really do.
Oh, wow.
It's still lit, though. Still lit. Spill it.
So I know that you know a lot of kickballers, okay?
I know a few.
And you know them from the best all the way down to the worst. So I respect your knowledge. So let's talk about some kickballers game that you respect. That are underrated, but should not be underrated. So give me some names of some kickballers that you think should be more of a status because they're so consistent in their play, but they don't have the popularity supporting them, or they don't run with the right click to get that type of popularity to say that they are great or good or whatever adjective you want to use. Let's talk about some underrated players.
Okay. The very first one would be KB. KB Shouted, Glenisha Turner.
Okay, KB
Glizzy.
Shouted.
That's a new name. Y'all don't tell us that KB Shouted. She ready to fight.
What's her new name?
Glizzy.
Lindsay.
Glizzy. Glizzy.
Lindsay, gotcha.
Listen.
Okay.
I love her.
Okay.
And so this may come out. You're like, oh, y'all just friends, so you saying it. Not real talk. I have seen her game come a long way.
Okay.
From dealing with lupus, to having just internal struggles.
Okay.
Shouty's bunt game is nasty. Okay? Nasty. She's a solid outfielder as well.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. She has her errors where she don't paint it like she want to, where she may miss a ball. She's not perfect.
Okay.
But I definitely feel like she slept on.
Okay. She slept on. Anybody else?
Let's see. That doesn't get talked about often. PG is an up and coming big kicker.
Okay. Good one.
Playing on Dog Pound and now with DOA. I think she's just now getting her recognition.
Okay.
But I still think people sleep on her when they see her at the plate.
Okay. All right.
She would
I
be
understand
another one. I think y'all also know I'm special about her too. Keita, Happy Feet.
Oh yeah, Happy
Maniac.
Feet.
She's got a couple of different
yeah.
names. She's a solid player, period.
Okay.
Like she's played like rugby and softball. She isn't currently playing kickball. She should be back in the spring.
Okay.
But I feel like she can play any position, and
Okay.
I feel like because she's not necessarily like one of the popular kids,
Right.
she gets slept on.
She gets slept on.
But I feel like her game is solid.
Okay. I love this. Anybody else?
And this is not because I think a lot of y'all suck. This is because I think a lot of y'all get recognition, and I'm really trying to think about people that I feel like are slept on.
Oh, slept on.
I might have to come back to that. Those are the only three that I can think of.
Okay.
I know that there are more, so like I don't want y'all
I would like to add.
Yeah, you add and let me think.
Okay. I would like to add Love Jones.
Yes.
I think her defense is immaculate. She can outfield catch, she can high-end catch, and her speed.
Facts.
She can big kick, she can bunt, and her IQ is immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm a fan of hers. I've been watching her over the years. So definitely her. Also, I would say Ace play with Balls Deep Kamikaze. Ace. See? Look at you thinking.
I about to say I'm
Right.
doing a complete blank.
Let me think of another one real quick.
I just had one and it went away. I'm so upset. Oh, I don't know her government name. I think her name is Miami, maybe. She's a dark-skinned young lady. She wears glasses. She normally plays first base.
Girl, she ain't dropping shit, right? Oh my God.
Baby, if you watching, you is the shit.
She
You
is
understand me?
the shit. She ain't dropping shit.
Not the goddamn
Okay,
thing.
all right. So we're gonna move on to the next question. 'Cause baby, that gave me everything right there by Miami. That gave me everything.
I'm here for it.
What I noticed that you've developed a lot of besties from the kickball world. Why don't you give them a shout out and tell us how y'all became friends?
Bet. Check me out. But no, but for real though, I definitely have developed some close people. Not to rank them,
Right.
but definitely the one person that I really want to give a shout out to is KB.
KB, okay.
I met her.
That's your dog.
Listen, I killed 7 rocks about that one. You
Gotcha.
understand me? I met her actually through Quan Campbell. He was actually coaching at the time.
Okay.
And her and I just kind of hit it off. And she's always been supportive, always been
Love
consistent.
it.
She's not a yes person. If I'm out here fucking up, she's gonna be like, Tiger, that was wrong.
Okay.
Shouldn't have
I'm
did
loving
that.
it.
Shouldn't have said that. And it's genuine. So that definitely is not just my kickball bestie, but definitely my bestie. But just some people that I've met in kickball that are close to me. Too much. Letitia
Oh, wow.
with TKO. Ebony.
Yes.
Henry, TKO.
I have one.
Go ahead.
That I think is your bestie.
Go ahead.
One of your besties.
Go ahead.
I don't know her kickball name, but her Facebook name is like Latrice Bailey or somebody.
Oh, yes. Too tall.
Yo, too tall. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I love her as well. Sweet.
Really?
We connected because of losing parents,
Okay.
but always checks on me, make sure I'm good.
Okay.
D Plate, I met her with
yes.
TKO.
I love her.
Love her. Extra.
Yes.
Y'all know Extra. Same thing.
Extra, like,
I love her.
she seems, I don't know her like where we hang out outside of kickball. She's played for me for many years. And what I like about her, to me, it should carry over to people who know her outside of kickball.
Mm-hmm.
Very dependable, very solid. Her word is her everything. She is 100. She say what it is, what it ain't.
Those are facts.
You know, so I like the fact that she is consistent with what I know. She's played with me for years, so whatever I knew of her from season 1 is the same thing that I know of her now. That I can depend on her.
Absolutely.
You know, she's very responsible. So
That,
yeah, that's
Red
a good
Dog.
Oh yeah, Red.
Red.
Love
Slim.
Red. Really?
Those 2 people, I know that they'll check on me,
Okay.
and that matters.
Okay.
Pam Freeman,
Oh yeah, she's funny.
love her. So again, these are not all the people, but these are just
Right,
people
right.
where they really have shown me that they
Right.
love me, that they're here for me, and that they care
I love
about
it.
whether
I
or not
love it.
I'm in a good space.
Okay. So my last question for you
Come on.
is you were voted unanimously as best hype man. Like you can talk the best shit on
Come
that
on.
microphone, baby.
Come on. Yes.
So how did that make you feel knowing that you are held in such high regard?
Listen, baby. You sit back, make sure I'm still in view and what have you. I just love y'all, man.
Yes.
And I think it's important for you to be able to have somebody cheering for you.
That's right.
In life, period.
That's right.
I don't know what y'all be going through when y'all don't be at the field, and I don't even care,
Right.
because at that moment, I need for you to know somebody is here to watch you,
That's
support
right.
you, to talk shit about what you got on. Talk about you if your jersey too little and you got on this medium. I'm gonna say it on the microphone. Just somebody that loves on you and my unconventional manner.
That's right. That's right.
I was lit. I can't say that I'm shocked because but for it to be a unanimous decision,
Yeah, it was unanimous.
I thought it was awesome. I do my best to hype y'all up. I'm here for y'all. I love y'all. I want y'all to be great. I want you to succeed. I want you to win. I want you to have, all of your dreams and your visions and all your shit come true. and I'm gonna talk about you on the microphone.
That's right.
I'm
That's
gonna
right.
do it.
You gonna
And
do
listen,
it.
Ain't no need of being upset and being in your feelings because I love you, but I'm gonna talk
That's
about
right. When I started my league, you were one of the first people I thought about, because I'm like, I have to showcase her. I have to let others see what I know.
Mm-hmm.
And you said yes, you're willing to do it, and
That's what I love you. I'll do anything for you.
I loved it, and the crowd loved it. I always got very positive feedback in reference to you doing a great job, and it helped add flavor to my league.
Good.
It was very unique, and I gave you no restrictions. I said, you just have fun, is what I told you.
I'm glad you did, because I was sure cussing. I was like, damn. She didn't say if I could cuss hell. I thought we start cussing now, so yeah, it was like.
Yeah, it was everything. So this concludes our first segment of Keep It Still.
Yes.
Say bye.